Okay. I hadn't added myself to the stage. uh,
Okay.
okay, so if you don't add yourself to the stage,
Okay.
that's what it is. Okay, I hadn't added myself to the stage. All right, so I must say that I am delighted. I am delighted. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Why am I excited? I'm excited because I have the deepest desire for white America to see itself. This great American experiment has been hiding, camouflaging, faking and fronting forever in a whole bunch of chaos, propaganda, and bullshit. And I think it's time for truth. It's time for truth. People been lying and playing games forever. Politics, the New World Order. And I always promote this book called Poor White Trash 400 Years. Where's my book? The shit is good. Here it is. The 400-year untold history of class in America. I love this book. I I like what America has to offer. I do not like the culture. I have never liked the culture. America is built on a trash, I would like to say a poor white trash culture. I've never liked it. I've always despised it. Why? Because nothing means anything. A lot of empty rhetoric, baseless assumptions. The people who created this culture do not know how things work. You can tell they're a little new to being civilized. I've never liked American culture. Black people have attempted to, create, how creative we are. We've tried to create subcultures. And a lot of people will demonize those subcultures, but in actuality, what black people have created as subculture in American culture has actually made America kind of cool and unique. But it has its own level of degeneracy because it came from poor white trash culture. These are facts, truth, and it is evident. And a lot of people will say, oh, you're not patriotic, you don't understand. No, 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 no. Trust me, I go back to the history and you can see all kinds of evidence that this is, in fact, a poor white trash culture. The basis of America's foundation comes from a people who are lazy, a people who like to blame, a people who do not like to work, people who like to steal, people who like to kill. This is the basis of the culture of America. And you say, are you talking about America? All you got to do is look at the history. I reside in Georgia, and we all know that General Oglethorpe, he established a colony, a penal colony for poor white trash, Euro trash, and throwaways. And they dumped them here. They dumped them here. Everybody who came here was basically poor white trash. They were people who did not want to get along in a civilized world. They did not want to confine to order. This is a fact. These are the people who established this country, and everything grew, the culture included. And historically, all things happened were caused by these people. Why do we have to tell lies? To protect what? With what propaganda? We have a poor white trash culture in America, and everything comes from that. So yes, the degenerate black culture that we have, subculture that we have here that has become popularized and corporatized and marketed to the world to make money, from hip hop to fashion to all those things. All of this stuff is rooted in poor white trash degenerate culture. This is why I have always rejected American culture. It does not have any substance or goodness to it. It has no depth and purpose. You have to look no further than the fact that these were some of the laziest, sorriest people. They kicked them out of Europe. They emptied their jails of vagabonds, whores, debtors, killers, murderers, convicts. This is who came to establish this country. And in the northern colonies, I'm speaking of the southern colonies. So they emptied Europe of their poor white trash. They dumped them here. So all these white folks that y'all see, they are the descendants of poor dumped white trash. Or they were the poor and unable from their own country. They came here to try to have something in later years. Okay? So you're not looking at la creme de la creme. Well, how dare Vivek Rameshwar, a damn Indian, how dare him point out what I just said? How dare him? Oh my God, shit is blowing up. Truth is being told and asses are being exposed, and Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all, these white folk mad. MAGA! Let me tell y'all what MAGA stands for. MAGA is money, money, assets. I'm sorry. Money. Damn it. Okay, I'll come back to that. I forgot it. It's early in the morning. Um, but I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand. The white folks is mad right now. That's what all this shit I'm talking about. I went back to 400 fucking years. I just wanted to establish that. But the truth is coming out. I've always known that American culture was based on a poor white trash culture with no substance, uncivilized, purposeless, from a lazy bunch of people who make excuses. And most importantly, what those 400-year-old dumps from trash from Europe, what they don't understand and they have never understood is that they are the pawn. They will always be the pawn. And boy, the jig is up. They're using Indians to give white men their asses to kiss. Now, this isn't new. If you pay attention to European politics, you will notice that the biggest coon is the Indian of India, foreign born or otherwise. You will find this to be true. Okay? So, the moneyed, wealthy, powerful white elite are using Indians to tell the truth. They won't say it out of their mouths. Notice that Trump ain't said a motherfucking word. Not a motherfucking word. Now, this is brilliant because you have white ass Elon, the richest white man in the world. I'm going to say this. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? A white South African makes him an African. He is an immigrant who is here legally. And now he is running the White House by proxy. He's running the White House by proximity. Trump is quiet. And not only is Elon a foreigner, an apartheid lifetime South African, lifetime in his lifetime, yeah. Okay. Not only does he have that background, I'd be interested to see what Elon had to say about apartheid. He likes second and third class citizens? Maybe. I'm going to look into it. But this is the thing. I am celebrating. I am toasting. I am loving what is going on. Because the white man of 400 years, the poor white trash dump, and all his descendants have always been the pawn in America. But instead, because of their ignorance, their lack of education, and their stupidity, they have always saw past their oppressor, their exploiter. They have always looked past because they're too fucking stupid with their empty ass culture. Poor white trash culture, what is it? It's really just blaming others for the fact that you're not shit. Well, that Vivek Ramaswamy, Ramaswamy, he had the audacity to stand his dark skinned Indian ass before white America and tell them in plain, simple English, you're just not smart. Indians are smarter. You're just lazy. Indians and foreigners are harder working. And he's got the richest white man, old Elon, standing beside him, co-signing this shit. Who gonna check me, boo? I bought this White House. Who gonna check me, boo? I paid my money. Who gonna check me, boo? I'm living in the palace of Mar-a-Lago. Who is gonna check me, boo? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if Trump fuck around and sell Mar-a-Lago to fucking Elon. That motherfucker can buy anybody. He can buy your ass, your pussy. He can buy your car. That motherfucker's so rich, he can buy anything. He can buy whole countries if he wants to. Who gonna check me, boo? So you got an Indian being backed up, a foreigner, a dark one, an Indian. And let me tell you something, racist white people, they really got some way they feel about Indians. Let me tell you why they got a way they feel about Indians. Y'all know when I came on here, everybody's like, why are you dressing like an Indian? You know, I wear Indian clothes. I am a cultured person. I've traveled to India. I've seen Bangalore. I've seen the tech industry. I've seen what it can do for a third world country. When you go to Bangalore, which is tech city, and you go to some of these tech cities, what you're going to find? What you're going to find is that technology changes everything. It creates opportunity. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the industrialized versus the non-industrialized cities. It's a big difference. The modernization. But let me tell you something. You can't stop progress in any country with your IMF and your World Banks and your bullshit and your colonization. The Indian people took the white folks up off their neck a long time ago, and they learned a very, 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 very important answer to a big problem. Don't you ever let someone come into thine house and own a singular fucking thing. When you put them out, you send everything they ever had with them and you don't let them back in. Ha! How do I know? When you go to India, they don't allow a foreigner to do a fucking thing. Matter of fact, they tax your ass for even standing on their land. They will show you the door constantly. We are going to use colonialism, I would say counter colonialism against you. Yeah. Indians learned. The world doesn't know, but I know because I've seen it. When you go to the Taj Mahal, for example, you will pay for being a foreigner. Counter colonialism. You got me? Got me? They're going to charge your ass $20 to see the motherfucking Taj Mahal. And guess what? The Indian gets to pay 2 rupees. They've already set the structure up for the mass takeover. Their mentality has changed after colonialism. Trust me. You will not own land. You will not drive a motorcycle. You will do nothing. You can't even get a fucking SIM card in India without the permission of an Indian, which places him in a superior position above the invader colonialist. You can call yourself a visitor, a tourist, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, but you are essentially a motherfucking invader. And they show you the door the whole time you're in India. And you will spend your money the way they tell you as a foreigner with high prices, or you will fucking leave. It's just that goddamn simple. They did a number on India. They dragged them people so bad through the East India Tea Company that them motherfuckers will never, ever, ever let the white man or anything like him put a foot on their neck. Trust me, you have to travel to India to know the information, to see it in play yourself, to understand how fucking militant Indian people have become. You have to. And I say that to say that they are unapologetic. And between China and India, between those two countries, they are going to take over the industrialization and the tech sector of the world. They will lead and they will dominate. They are up next. I'm just telling you, I've been seeing this shit. I bought a book like 5 years ago called A Silk Road to China. And I was studying all this stuff. And now it's coming to full fruition. Full fruition. People slept on. No, they're dark. They're this, they're that. See, this is what your white supremacy. That's what I'm telling you. White American culture is full of shit. It's poor white trash culture. So yes, when I came on to YouTube, people would like, why is that black chick got on the saris? I had a lot of people laughing. Oh, you think you're Indian? I wear Indian clothes constantly. I wear Indian clothes constantly. I have adopted, to a great extent, Indian culture as my own. Between Indian culture and Middle Eastern culture, that's what I have adopted as culture because it makes sense to me. It's built on something. It fucking makes sense. This poor white trash culture, I reject that shit. These people are being given their asses to kiss as the pawns they are. Poor white trash people have no culture. They call it American culture. And it is a culture of laziness and degeneracy. And it's not built on anything. It has absolutely no substance. And the only thing they try to say that connects them is Christianity. But we can see that Christianity doesn't mean anything. They don't even know the shit. These are some of the dumbest people that you will ever see. But all American culture and the black subculture is based off of, spawned from poor white trash culture. Let me tell y'all what poor white trash culture is. Ramaswamy is giving them the white elite males ass to kiss by proxy and proximity. Okay. He is telling the poor white man who just voted, he just voted in their great savior, right? This shit, you can't make this up. This is the sweetest revenge. This is the sweetest revenge. He has essentially given the white man, the elite white man, the ass to kiss for the poor white man who thinks he's superior. He told them, you basically are stupid. Indians are superior. And I want to go back to the part about Indians. Let me tell you a little bit more about India. I'll give you the history of the country, the colonialism, the counter-colonialism, the militancy, the fact that Modi's not fucking playing, okay? I don't know if y'all been paying attention. I've been studying Indian politics for a long time, okay? Long time. Modi's not motherfucking playing, okay? He's in it to win it. He don't have allegiances to nothing but India. Trust me now. But this is the interesting thing. If you ever, see, that's the thing, these poor white trash, they don't understand what Indians are. They're never around them. I'm constantly around Indians. I have lots of Indian friends, Indian associates. I have been for a very long time. Where I grew up, there was Indians, right? Indians, especially Pakistanis, they know that they are not white. Most of them know. If they try to do what Ramaswamy is doing, it is just simply to usher in more space for Indians. Don't mistake it. Please don't. There's this bitch in I forget her name right now. She's in the UK. Trust me, when you see Indians position themselves, they may look like a coon, but they are nationalists. They are about their ethnicity. They are about making more opportunity. Look at what Vivek is doing. He's making more space for more Indians, not white people. He's talking the poor white trash man's language. He's using and pawning the poor white people and the elite white people to get what he wants for India, even though he's here. Pay attention, check the move. Indians will always do this. They are nationalist people. They will fuck you. They'll talk to you. They'll be friends with you, but they won't marry you. Okay? I know my Indians well. They'll fuck you. They'll talk to you. They'll date you, but they're not going to marry you. They're going to go back to India. They are the most nationalist motherfuckers outside of China that I've ever seen. Okay? I'm telling you about Indian culture. They are self-preserving. They always want to be the best. Now, what he said is not no lie. Indian people. I had a fertility issue. I had went to a black gynecologist. I did this, I did that, had some conversations with people. I've learned over years. Go to an Indian doctor. Why? Because Indians are, and I know this is going to sound racist, but they are machines. They're highly efficient. They're smart. They're industrious. They are mentally, they're titans, I would say. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Oh, you laughing at their accent, you looking at their dark skin, this, that, social awkwardness. Look past that shit. When you see an Indian person, you have seen a superior individual, I promise you. I know about my Indian people. Indians are the best doctors. Whatever the fuck Indians do, they always do the best because they do not quit. There is something about them, this desire to be best, that never stops. They are some of the most industrious, hardworking, studying people. Go to any high school or middle school in America and ask to see who won the spelling bee. I guarantee you it will be an Indian. They will master the language in ways that even Americans won't. Never. We're too lazy. Vivek didn't lie. And Elon is standing right there. Who gonna check us, boo? Okay? Poor white trash culture, poor white trash people, they are some of the sorriest and laziest. And I am so glad. Oh my God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad somebody's handing them their asses because they've been living this lie too long. They've been blaming everybody too long. They've been saying, oh, it's the blacks. Oh, it's the crime. Oh, it's the immigrants. Oh, it's this. Oh, no, 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 no. You have been sorry as fuck for 400 goddamn years. That's the truth. I'm going to promote this book again. It's called White Trash, the 400-Year Untold History of Class in America. This is my motherfucking Bible. This has helped me understand the nature of America. Poor white trash culture is degenerate. Again, you go to a dentist, get you an Indian. Everybody knows this who can afford it. You got to get a doctor, get an Indian. My daughter's surrounded by Indian doctors. Dr. Vova. That's an Indian name, yeah. Right? Her neurologist, when she was first born, Indian. I insisted, but most of them are already there. They're already in position. But if I got a choice between doctors, so I switched gynecology. I had a black lady, had fertility issues, gave her a whole year. I was like, this is some bullshit. I kept taking all this. Fuck that. No, it wasn't a whole year. It was about 6 months. 6 months, to be right. I had a friend, she whispered in my ear, so you got an Indian doctor? I said, girl, you ain't never lied. Switched over. She said, I got an Indian doctor for you. Got to the Indian doctor. Whoosh. That motherfucker was like a perfect scientist. He got in the laboratory, my blood worked. Next thing you know, I'm pregnant. Okay? I'll tell anybody. If you want somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing and they're competent, get you an Indian. I think most of us know that. But see, this poor white trash, they never interacted with Indians. You get an Indian nurse, an Indian doctor, Indian dentist, tech, engineering, go Indian. Unapologetically, go Indian. No apologies. No fucking apologies. Yes, Vivek, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth while you standing there with Elon, who gonna check me, boo. That's his name now. His name is Elon, who gonna check me, boo. He's the richest white man. He got that white privilege, and he gonna back Vivek up. He gonna stand by his shit. He gonna tell white people, you're not what you think you are. Matter of fact, let's go through the history. You have never done anything. You ain't never built shit. You're just not that bright, buddy. The Indians are smarter. That's what they're telling them. These motherfuckers is going crazy. MAGA is pissed. MAGA is fucking pissed. Y'all go look. Go look. Go look. MAGA is pissed. White men can't handle the truth. I'm going to say it again. White trash, the 400-year untold history of class in America. There has been a class warfare, and these motherfuckers have been too stupid to ever realize that. You are pawns, poor white man. You are pawns. They play you. They point to us Negroes to basically deceive you, to make you focus on us. It's the blacks. It's the blacks. If the blacks would just... Meanwhile, Elon and Trump and Congress is robbing this bitch blind. And they're telling you can't have a union, and they firing your ass so they can make profit. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. These motherfuckers are so stupid. They can't even see their own fucking enemy. And they have the nerve to point to the Mexican mowing grass, talking about if he would just leave, then I would be okay. No, you won't, motherfucker. No, you won't. You've never been okay. We got 400 years to prove it. White man, the black man has surpassed most of y'all, okay? If not, at least we're in the same level. But a lot of us have surpassed you, poor white man. And you know it. You mad. In your rural spaces, 50% of y'all are on welfare, taking on Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, public housing, Section 8. 50% of white America's on welfare. This is part of that 400-year untold history of class in America. These motherfuckers have been sitting around in poverty for 400 years, but you got white privilege. What's going on? What's really going on? What happened, white man? Poor white man. Why are you still down? Them elites got that foot on your neck, but you can't see it because you're too focused on the black and the Mexican by design. So now, in 2025, you've elected the great white savior, an elite white male who you did not realize had a foot on your neck, don't give a fuck about you, your job out in Ohio. He could give a fuck whether you could feed your family. He don't care about Meemaw. He don't care about no great white hope. He don't care about none of that. He don't care about your children, your lineage, your whiteness. He don't give a fuck. He cares about green. And let me tell y'all something about these globalists. These globalists are Republican and Democrat. They always have been there. But the poor white man is too damn ignorant to see it. And you're not even going to get a chance to go and complain anywhere because you elected this motherfucker. You picked him because you thought he was a white supremacist. He's a money supremacist. He likes money. And he's surrounding himself with people who like money. So Laura Loomer, go sit down. Okay? All of y'all, I think they're gonna get fired. What's his name? The goddamn, the one with the jacket. He always look like he going to combat. Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon, it's over for you, bro. Just go. You got to sell out. You just went to jail already. You got to sell out, or you're gonna have to disappear. Trump about to get rid of you. Vivek is about to run the fucking show. Him and Elon, who gonna check me, boo? They about to run the show, and that's gonna be like Russia. Y'all forget he worships Putin. He likes what Putin got. He sits in the middle, and he's got all these oligarchs around him. This is what the fuck Trump is doing. He's making America Russia again. What the fuck? This man gives y'all the game plan. He likes that shit. The few running shit. And then the poor Negroes, they can't understand. Oh God, the black manosphere, they so lost. I heard on Thai City last night. It was it Anton. He over here talking about black people. This shit is so much bigger than black people. We are nothing. We are speck. This is time for popcorn, baby. It's time for popcorn because it's about to be a white civil war in this bitch. Every time about race war, oh, it's a race war, all right. White poor men are gonna turn the fuck up. Y'all heard of the French Revolution? Poor white men are about to turn the whole fuck up because they're gonna find out their pawns. And this is just the beginning. Y'all take note now. This is just the beginning. You got an Indian man who has been basically elected by proxy, he's giving all of them his ass to kiss, telling the white man, you ain't shit, you're lazy, you're not smart, you're not capable. Matter of fact, we don't want to invest in you. We're going to pick people from India, bring them over here, give them high paying jobs, and then they're going to stay, and through train migration, they're going to bring their family. So we about to do an Indian America. Oh, shit. We about to do an India American culture here. I ain't gonna lie, I welcome it. I like Indian shit. I love Indian shit. I wear Indian clothes, Indian food, Indian ritual. I go to the Indian Hindu temples, Ishkan. I love Indian culture. I love it. So I don't have no problem. All my friends, a lot of my friends are Indian, baby. My doctors and shit. I'm surrounded by Indian and Jewish people and Arab people. I'm surrounded. I'm fine. It ain't bothering me none. It's the man who's been here for 400 years, who's poor white trash. This is destroying his soul to find out that he is not worshipful, that he is not great. And he's being told by an Indian, we prefer to get Indians from India to replace you. They will not replace us. Yes, they will. They are. And they're going to do it legally. And they're going to use your tax dollars to do it. What a pawn. What a fucking pawn. Y'all listen. This cultural war, I love it. I absolutely love it. I voted third party. I knew it was a fuck the Democrats. Fuck the Democrats forever. America needs to have a lesson in class. Martin Luther King had to die because he pointed this out. I saw this brewing. That's why, like about 6 months ago, I started following Nick Fuentes. I saw this shit brewing. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I knew that white, old, 400 years, poor white trash, I knew that they were going to rise up. When they elected Donald Trump and they wanted all this stuff, I said, but what are the globalists and the capitalists going to do? What they always done. They're going to pawn them, play them. But when they do it this time, boy, because see, now you playing with the spirit of hope. These people have been waiting forever. And you gave them every solution you told them would work. You get rid of the blacks, get them out of your way, put most of them in jail, get rid of their, what is it? DEI, all that shit. They did. They got rid of it, right? What is it? Affirmative action. Got to get rid of that. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Get rid of the immigrants, build a wall. You told them everything you could do to fix it. And now you sit with every bit of power. You run Congress, Senate, House. You got all the power. Now you sit as MAGA 2.0. What is the excuse now? You can turn this bitch on his head. You could do anything. You can be a fucking king. Even the fucking Supreme Court. You've got everything lined up just right to give white, racist, white supremacist MAGA everything you ever promised. Mass deportation, this, that, right? He ain't even got an office. What happened to that mass deportation? We went from mass deportation, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be this, all that shit to get elected. Pawn. Who gonna check me, boo? Elon said, well, we're almost at January 20th. It's about time to tell them the truth. We're going to roll it out slow. Vivek, come on. Come on, Vivek. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them we're going to India to get smart people because they're too stupid. So they can understand this immigration thing is going to go different. Tell them, Vivek. Get up there. Yeah, you guys aren't so bright. We're not going to build any schools or redo the educational system to make way for your children and your grandchildren. We're not going to do none of that. We're going to just focus on bringing lots of Indians here so all of us can get rich. Boy, the white man is foolish, going crazy. I love it. I love it. The race war that they said they predicted, I knew was coming because Nick Fuentes was turning the fuck up. And now they trying to take Nick Fuentes out. It's not a joke. Do y'all not see? In less than 2 months, he done had 2 different people show up to his front fucking door. He's been doxxed. He's got to move. It's on the map. Just like Martin Luther King. You can't toot the horn too loud in America. See? You can't start pointing at class because they are going to always try to avoid the French Revolution. They've got to save themselves. They need the worker to shut the fuck up and work. They need the worker to be unorganized and uneducated with less of choices. Now, the irony and the funny thing is that people are saying, oh, you just want indentured servants. You want to make people who are coming from a third world country indebted to you like slaves. I said, oh, really? When did you ever become outraged by slavery and exploitation? My poor white trash man. When did you ever become so defiant to such a power dynamic? When did this happen? Give me a fucking break. You don't care about Indians being indentured servants. You're mad because he told you you're too stupid to do the jobs. And they're not even interested in the long term in investing in you or your son or your grandson. Happy birthday, motherfucker. Nick Fuentes has been sounding the alarm. I've been listening every night at 9 o'clock. I find Nick Fuentes to be a breath of fresh air. He's young, he's white, he's entitled, he's poor white trash. And I know some people will say, oh, his parents got money, this and that. He's got some money. The mentality, always focus on the culture. He's not adopted any culture except the poor white trash culture of 400 years of class in the United States. Like I'm telling you, all of the culture in America essentially comes from poor white trash culture. The elites are the colonialists. They are the globalists. They are like night and day. They are water and oil. They are stark contrast from each other. Okay? Their agendas are fundamentally different. And this is why the white race war must happen. Let me tell you what must happen. And I'm in this dream. The poor white man must be confronted with the truth of his history in America. He must. He absolutely must be confronted that he has been here for 400 years. He's been sorry. He's been lazy. He's been unindustrious. He has created a culture that hates intellectualism. He has been part and built a culture around ruralness and non-productivity. He has built a culture around drugs and all kinds of dehumanizing, backwards ass things that are not good investments for people. The white man, the poor white man, has got to be confronted with the fact that he hasn't created a goddamn thing to move history forward. If you look at it, you will find it's Germans, it's Swiss, it's Jewish, it's Indians, right? It's always somebody else. Mike Jobs, I'm sorry, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is the exception, but who did he use to get where he's getting? Microsoft. I know his story. He's an outlier. These two are exceptions in America. Very few exceptions. Rockefellers. Very few exceptions, okay? We can go back to Industrial Revolution. But outside of that, innovation has mostly come, hard work has mostly come from other people, people of color, many people of color. Think about the Olympics. Think about a lot of stuff. The white man, the poor white man of America, has done very little. With all of his numbers and population, with all of his access, he's done very little. He's created nothing impressive. What institutions? I'm not talking about the white elite. I'm talking about the poor white man. What the fuck is he created? Nobody wants to have that discussion, but that's the discussion that's going to be had. The elites are about to turn around. Let me tell you what's going to happen. The elites are about to turn around, and they are going to read the poor white man. They're going to tell him what he is, what he should have been, what he could have been, what he ain't. They're going to hurt his feelings. They're going to hold a mirror to the poor white man, and they're going to say, what have you done? Nothing. What do you deserve? Nothing. You have created a degenerate culture. You're nothing. And these white men who believed for so many years that they were owed something, they keep talking about their forefathers and this country's for us and America first. And baby, it's a wrap. It's about white men, Jewish men, and any men who have access to power. The globalists, the industry leaders, the owners of the means of production. These motherfuckers is going to tell you, dictate to you what you is and what you ain't. And you ain't going to have no choice but to listen, because guess what? They are going to dictate culture now. They are going to infuse your self-hatred in yourself and your children. They're going to show you. It's going to be called Idiocracy. They already made the movie. Go watch Idiocracy. They've been downgrading these schools because they didn't care. They've been playing games with the public school system for a long time to keep you right where you are. They didn't do the bad schools for Black people. They did the bad schools for white people like you, built on the Ford model. They want to keep you dumb. They want to keep you rural. They want to keep you on the welfare system. 50% of y'all have been here 400 years, and y'all created a culture of degeneracy, and Black people built a subculture of degeneracy on top of what you already started. Y'all have no respect for education. Motherfuckers look at me. Oh, you think you're so much. You got so educated, isn't it? I am a whole motherfucking nerd. Proud. I was born that way, bred that way. I have 4 fucking degrees. Why? Because I have the same spirit as so many of those other people. I have never, ever been part of the subculture of the 400 years of untold history of poor white trash in America. I've never been part of that. You know what my daddy did at an early age? He went to Korea. My father adopted Korean culture. He brought that Korean culture back to my house. There's a book called, was it Tiger Moms or something? And they talk about how Asian mothers are on it, right? My father had that same energy. He brought that Kung Fu master, right? He brought that Korean spirit back to our house. People always laughed at me when I was going, your daddy thinks he's a Korean. And I'm sure people are going to laugh at my daughter and say, you know, your mom's Black, but she thinks she's an Indian. I and my father, I learned that from him. We adopt culture that makes sense. My dad adopted Korean culture. I adopt Middle Eastern and Indian culture because it makes fucking sense. When you see success, you follow it. I don't follow poor white trash culture. I do not like America or its subcultures. I don't fucking like it. I never have. There's a reason. Because it doesn't work. Because it's built on ignorance. These motherfuckers, I got 4 degrees. You know how many people think about this Black manosphere? That's stupid shit. You got a degree. Nobody cares about your degree. You see? Y'all see that? Y'all adopting the ideas of poor white trash. Black manosphere is adopting the attitudes of the subculture of the degenerate culture of poor white trash. Poor white trash don't care about education. So y'all go and y'all gonna commit yourself to that same attitude. That shit's backwards. That shit's stupid. Think about it. Black manospheres always say, we don't care about education. Education doesn't matter. You fucking fool. Everything that moves in the world takes science. It takes technology. It takes algorithms. It takes formulas. It takes communication. It takes so many skills. Where are you going to get them skills from? Where? At a trucking school? Fuck out of here. At a trade school? Get the fuck out of here. You have to be educated. Somebody can say what they want to say about me. Why would you go and collect all them degrees and get all them loans and then, all this stuff? It's just stupid. You got black people adopting and building on top of poor white trash loser culture. This disrespect of education. Disrespect. This downgrading of knowledge. Why? They don't respect the stuff that matters. They were taught that by the elites. They always say, when you have an enemy, do the opposite of what they say. What do they tell you has no value? Education. But what are they going to look for in India? Education. They tell you, oh, you don't need skills. You just need yourself. You're just white. That's good enough. Your forefathers. This is meant for you. What are they going to do, though? They're going to get foreigners. People who don't have no history here, can't even speak English. Y'all. This is sweet revenge. This is sweet revenge. I have never, ever liked poor white trash American culture. It is the largest and most influential culture. Think about it. They are such pawns. The shit they entertain and promote. I laugh because let me just give you an example. How can I call them? I'll call them our Hasidic friends. Our Hasidic friends live in enclaves, protected, separated, away from poor white trash, toxic culture. That's what they do. They live in enclaves, separated. They dress a certain way. They move a certain way. They do not allow themselves to be infiltrated or influenced by outsiders, the goyim. Got it? Pay attention. They have their own culture they worship, their own place, their own sense of order. They don't care about feminism. They don't care about birth control. They don't care about any of those things from poor white trash culture. They will promote and invest in those things, those deficiencies, that degeneracy. Oh, they will make money off of it. Trust me. But when it comes to them, they have a higher taste and standard. Their women don't dress like whores. They do not promote that among themselves, our Hasidic friends. Their wives will wear all black clothes, covering themselves because they have value, because they are simply who they are. They have nothing to prove to the Goyim world. Got it? No fashion, no makeup, no stupidity, no sexuality, none of that. They don't give a fuck if they look like a whole maid. They know who they are. They have a self-esteem that blows any American who's in poor white trash culture out of the fucking water. They have a self-esteem that will astound you, a sense of purpose that will astound you. They have a sense of order, dignity, for excellence. They always want to win. They set themselves up as a collective to win, unified on the things that matter. You see what I'm saying? But the poor white trash man, he has no value for any of those things. Nothing. He values nothing. He comes from a completely degenerate culture. And these people network together and they sell you the trash that you love to consume. Yeah, facts. They'll sell it to you and you keep buying it. And then you blame the black man. And then you blame the Indian. You blame everybody. But your culture's trash. You consume trash. You eat turds. You bathe in shit. And you keep blaming everybody. But guess what? This cultural war, poor white trash everybody. This ain't about black people. We ain't got nothing to do with this shit. We just get to eat popcorn and watch. This poor white trash culture, this majority of America, y'all about to meet y'all's oppressor. And I'm loving it. I love this. I love the chaos of it. I love it. Y'all, let me tell you something. I've been battling these poor white trash, trying to talk to them about their oppressor for how long? I try to tell them when I do my work, listen, you keep worrying about this Confederate shit from 1860s, bruh. This ain't your problem. The black people ain't your problem. I've been trying to talk to them. This is the work I do. I be trying to talk to the poor white trash man and tell them, listen, you fighting the wrong battles, bruh. They don't listen. They're ignorant. Vivek is right. They are the stupidest motherfuckers on the planet. I'm going to just tell you. Vivek is absolutely right. I'm going to tell you, they don't respect education. They don't respect order. They don't respect their own fucking religion. I'm telling y'all, the majority of American culture is poor white trash culture. And they eat shit and they bathe in shit. And they like the most degenerate shit. And black people be following right behind them. Like good nigglets. They all bathing in cesspools of shit. But they think they're great. But Vivek has got a message. And Elon, who gonna check me, boo? He gonna make sure that message is loud and clear. And these poor white men, I swear, they about to get their asses handed to them. And they deserve it because they've been stupid for too long. How stupid can you be? How fucking stupid can you be? Somebody got a foot on your neck, been dragging your ass for 400 years, and you don't have enough sense to look up and see who the fuck it really is. By design, they're dumb. They came here, Euro trash, dumped on the shores of America because they just had to empty the prisons. And it is what it is. Y'all, read the book, White Trash, the 400-year untold history of class in America, so you can understand better the pawn of the poor white man and the elite like Elon, Trump, and all the rest. And how this war, this cultural war, this day of reckoning is coming for the poor white man, and he's going to crack. This motherfucker is about to crack. Y'all better watch out. They like their guns. They about to take this shit out. When they start losing them jobs and the mortgages and them fucking farms and all this other shit, and they going to take it. Y'all, they going to take it. It's about to get ugly. They're about to destroy this economy, and they don't need you. And let me just say this one last thing. Trump is supposed to only have 2 terms. Follow me now. Do you really think he gives a fuck about being reelected? No, it's not an opportunity. It's not a chance. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. At this point today, going forward, I'm going to call him King Trump. He's not President Trump. He's King Trump. That's what I'm going to refer to him as. King Trump. And matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. My picture on this stream is going to be a picture of King Trump with his crown on. And I had the lovely opportunity to go to, what was it? What is it? What is it in France? What's it called? Not the Tate Modern. What is the golly? In Paris, the Louvre. I had a chance to see the royal gems in the Louvre like a year or so ago. I'm going to put a lovely crown upon his head. He is now crowned King Trump. This motherfucker is about to turn the fuck up. He's got nothing to lose. He don't give a fuck about these poor white people who elected him. He don't give a fuck about white supremacy. He don't give a fuck about America or American people. He don't care nothing about no American industrial factory upsurge and growth. He don't give a damn about American youth, American education, American ingenuity. He don't give a fuck. King Trump is a globalist, and he and Elon and all the rest of them, despite their color or nationality, are about to show the whole fuck out. They got nothing to lose. I mean, nothing. They about to turn up. And in return, the poor white man who's losing everything, who been lied to, about to find out he's the pawn and always has been for 400 years, he about to turn all the fuck the way up. All right. I'm done. I'm happy as fuck. I think it's funny.